digging themselves into some wild debt.
Exactly, and that type of, because you're not fathoming that when you're in your early 20s, and then the type of money I was losing, it was still significant money, but it's not like, you know what I mean, when you blow some shit that you could buy a house with or a car with or your life savings, and you don't know how you about to pay your bills, it'll drive somebody to a different point. That's why it's like, it's real. Like that gambling shit is like, it's real, and it's something that you're never gonna like fully not ever do again. You just gotta stay busy to the point that you don't do it how you used to.
But I was gonna ask you that. So if the Knicks make the finals,
nah. Like me, like at this point, me, I'm a spontaneous guy. Like I'll tell you a crazy story, right? Because we having conversations, right? So the last time I gambled was last year. The last time I gambled last year was when my grandma passed away, and it was literally because she came to me in my dream.
Oh, shit.
And she was in a hospital, and when she was in a hospital, she had a stroke. So we were giving it days to see if she was gonna wake up from it. And literally in the dream, she had her and my mom had went into her life insurance policy and touched it. And even though I had the money to pay for it, if anything was to happen to her, it was just the principle of like, like I told you guys not to do this. So obviously at this time I can't talk to my grandma. So I'm telling my mom this as we conversing about preparing for the worst. I'm like, now, you know what I told you years ago? This is what I'm saying. Like, why would you know what I mean, touch that money for something that wasn't more important than this? God willing, I could take care of it. So, that's just me saying it out there. When I go to sleep that night, my grandmother comes to me in my dream and she's like, yeah, I heard you talking to your mom or whatever. I always take care of the problems. I'll fix the problem. So I'm like, how you gonna fix the problem? That's me in my dream. And then magically, I just see the roulette wheel and it's spinning around. And I'm like, why do you got me in the casino? I don't gamble no more. She's like, I'm telling you how to get the money. And I wake up. And now at this point, I hadn't gambled in a very long time. So I'm just in my hotel room because where my grandma was in the hospital with, I was going there. I was the only person going there every single day. So I wasn't even going home. And I'm just back and forth. Like, yo, if I go to the casino right now, am I going because of this dream or am I going because of my addiction? So I was really fighting it. Like, man, I've kicked this shit. There's no reason for me to go. And then something was just saying, like, obviously that's a sign. It's not like I have these dreams all the time and the situation is real. And I go there and first game, $100. And my grandma's birthday is October 8th. I put $100 on 8. The machine spins, it lands on 8.
Get the fuck out of here.
$3,600.
Get the fuck out of here.
So now I leave. I automatically leave. And when I leave, because like I said, I already had the money to pay for a funeral if that's what it came to. So I just looked at that as a bad sign because I'm like, because the dream went exactly how I thought. In my mind, I just started preparing myself. Like, I don't think my grandma's gonna make it because I don't think she has that power to do that if she's still.
Oh, she wasn't passed yet.
Mm-mm. She was in a coma.
Oh my goodness!
That's
wild,
so it's spooky. So literally, right? And the story's not done. It gets crazier. So literally after that, right? I literally go to the Diamond District, and this is why I got this chain that says Nana. I put the deposit when I won a 3,600 on the chain right then and there. Because in my mind, I'm crying because I'm like, yo, I don't think she's going to make it after having that dream. And then a few days later, she passes. And the time of her death, she died on March 21st. The time of her death was at 2:08. And I'm picking up her belongings with my mom. We're all crying. You know what I mean? Because my grandma was like my mom. My grandma took care of me when I was a kid, and then I lived with my grandma again all the way up until I was 24. So it was a bad day. And, you know what I mean? I'm with Charlie Clips. Shout out to him. And as the time's ticking, you know what I mean? He's like, just because just so you know, too, for everybody watching this, my grandmother was a gambler. That's where I got it from. My grandmother and my dad. So that none of this is like based just on me. She had a connection with this, too. So she used to play the lotto. And Clips was like, yo, I know it might be the wrong time, but you know what I mean? You know your grandma, like, just trying to make light of that situation. She would have played the lotto. You should play it. And I literally catch the lotto 2 minutes before it ends. And I play the time that she died. And like an hour goes by, and when I checked the ticket, it was her death day.
Get the fuck
In a lotto
outta
the
here.
same day. So not only did I win at 3,600, and then I only thought I won like 2,500. When I went to go cash out the ticket, I won $10,000. So literally from that dream,
This shit's got, like, I got chills right now.
bro, I can't make this up, bro. And literally from that dream, like, she did exactly what she said in the dream. She paid for her own funeral. And
Hey, that's some wild shit.
And like I said, because it was the 13 extra, like literally, she paid for her own funeral after telling me like, yo, I got it since I messed up the life insurance. And the reason why I know it's not a coincidence, because that's how my grandmother was. Like, she was a hardworking woman and stubborn, but in a good way. Like, if she did something wrong, she'll just fix it without ever telling you sorry. So that's how I knew that was her message to me, like saying like, yeah, you was right. I shouldn't have touched that money, but look, I told you I'll fix it. And literally,
wow.
yeah.
That's
So
a wild
that
fucking story.
that was my last experience, which was like a bittersweet one, but it was like, you know what I mean? It was also like a sign like that she still got me. So it's crazy.